we all understand that we as a nation face a large number of challenges today. It's right from, like I already just said, it is from the conventional, which is, conventional challenges which are also increasingly becoming more and more aggressive, and also unorthodox application of force in the air domain with using this subconventional weapons that we spoke about. So it's in this highly dense battle space, we need to put in place plans to have optimal utilization of whatever resources we have, and at the same time optimal and also innovative utilization. And at the same time we need to make sure that we are innovating, we are improving our system by going through upgrades or by going through procurements, whatever is possible. We are putting things in place so that we understand where we are going and whether we are able to match the challenges that are in the future. If geopolitics is the biggest lesson that we have learned from today's geopolitics is to be self-reliant. Like they say, there is no permanent enemy or permanent friend. They all have permanent interests. So, Atmanirbharta that we've been talking about, Atmanirbhar Bharat that we've been talking about, is not just a buzzword. It is something that we need to, put our heart and soul into, and make sure that these technologies that we are talking about, the weapons that we are talking about of the future, are all developed and manufactured in India, so that we are not relying on an outside agency who could change its alliance, who could stop the flow of these weapons to our country and put us on the mat when the time comes. We have engaged, as Indian Air Force, we have engaged with the DRDO, private industry, to bolster our capabilities in radars, SAGW, counter-UAS systems, and a plethora of other things, communications, command and control. We already have a very robust and redundant, air defense network, and impetus is being given to the new technologies in the field of directed energy and close-in weapon systems, modernizing our aerial platforms, modernizing our surface-to-air weapon systems, and we have at the moment ongoing contracts of almost 1,000 crores in the air defense itself, things concerning air defense. And if you look at the plans that are there in the pipeline, it is another 250 to 270,000 crores worth of contracts that are waiting. So, like I said, Atmanirbharta is what we are riding on, and all these contracts that I'm talking about, majority of them are with the Indian partners, Indian industry. But this Atmanirbharta cannot be at the cost of nation's defense. Nation's defense comes first and foremost. And if Indian Air Force or Indian forces have to ride on this Atmanirbharta, it is only possible if everyone, from DRDO to DPSUs to the private industry, holds our hand and take us to on that path, and don't let us deviate from that path, because when it comes to national defense, there will be compulsions to deviate from that path in case we do not get the things that we need, or the kind of systems and weaponry that is required to survive in today's world. So my humble request to each one of us here, including, we in uniform, that let's find a system, put a system in place where we are helping each other out in achieving the overall goal, which are our goals. It is not anybody else's, it's not yours or mine. These goals have to be treated like our goals. If we have to defend the nation, it is everybody's job. It is not just the job of a person in uniform. So if whether you're in DRDO doing the innovative technologies or innovative solutions that you're thinking of conceiving, or you're in defense PSUs or private industry who are implementing those innovative technologies or solutions in the form of a product, we all have to work in unison. We all have to work at a much, much faster pace. The rate at which we are getting our equipment at the moment is too low. And if we don't increase that rate, so along with these R&D agencies who are looking at new technologies and new systems to develop, the industry has to be ready to absorb the technology. Industry has to build the capability and capacity both, so that when we look at our adversaries, the rate at which they are growing, the rate at which they are imbibing these technologies and still growing in numbers, we have a long gap to catch up with, and this gap is widening further. So this is something that we need to look at as a whole, nation as a whole, and we need to find a solution to this gap